Kendrick Lamar did not disappoint with this album, his GNX album. Something this is kind of a late review because they just now put this on physical. They put this on physical platform back in November 22nd, 2024. This was originally a digital download. Most people like physical copies, such as myself. They'll do the digital first and then put out a physical copy, like a CD, a cassette, or even a vinyl. I came across the vinyl copy of this album. I came across the CD of this in the Target store. I might as well buy it since I'm a huge Kendrick Lamar fan. I love his material. I got damn near I have all of his albums except Section 80. That's the only album I don't have. But basically, I'm gonna review this. This is my review of the GNX album by Kendrick Lamar. The production on this album was handled by DJ Mustard, Moenberger, Cam C. Washington, and Jack Antonoff. At first, I thought the Drake diss song "They Not Like Us" was on this album, but it's not. That would have been nice if that album that song was included on her, even though they play that song a billion times a day on the radio. But the two leading singles from this was "Squabble Up" /TV Off and the track Luther. The first track on the album was "Whacked Out Murals." I guess it's based on which is kind of loosely based on that term "whacked out murals." He spelled whack WACC. That's how Crips spell out whack. To avoid writing CK. Now, see, Kendrick Lamar grew up in a blood neighborhood. I don't think he's gang affiliated in any shape, form, and fashion. He's never claimed to be a part of any gang, even though he grew up in a blood neighborhood. But Whacked Out Murals was pretty much dedicated to Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle, he had a mural. After his death, he had a mural that was painted, and gangbangers had tagged these this mural with gang insignia, and one of the main ones was a guy named Red Indian. Red Indian, he was shot and killed for tagging the Nipsey Hussle mural. That's basically what the song was about. Whacked Out Murals. That was a good way to start off this album with that song, and then songs like "Squabble Up." We were talking about fighting. It was written, of course, produced by Kendrick Lamar and Antonoff. I like that song, but the third track, Luther, featuring SZA. It's two tracks on here that he did with SZA. It's that track and the one that's close to the end. The Luther song is basically named after Luther, the late great Luther Vandross. And it contains a sample of the song "If This World Were Mine" featuring Cheryl Lynn. Cheryl Lynn came out with a song 42 years ago called "If This World Were Mine," which was originally sung by Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. Well, on her version, it had Luther Vandross singing. But Kendrick Lamar, he sampled this and just thrown his own mix to it and include the singer SZA. On that song, and he completely did justice with a sample in that song, and adding a whole new up to date modern twist to such a classic song that was sung by Cheryl Lynn and Luther Vandross. And then you have songs like "Man at the Garden," which he adds his own style to it, Kendrick Lamar pretty much rap this whole song on the only way he could rap it on his style alone, basically. Then you got songs like "Hey Now" featuring Dobie 6, and which also has his style, which he throws into it. And then you got the song "Reincarnated," where he's rapping over a sample of "Made Niggas" by Tupac. That's what he's rapping over. The TV Off song featuring Lefty Gunplay. That's another song that which has this style that they kind of fits that that West Coast that West Coast mellow style that Kendrick Lamar is known for. And then songs like Dodger Blue, featuring Roddy Ricch and Wally the Sensei. That also caters to that West Coast sound that Kendrick Lamar was known for. Then her song Peekaboo, the song track number 9, Peekaboo, which was produced by Soundwave and Scott Bridgeway. Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, peekaboo is a slang term for a fight or like getting sucker punched. That's basically like peekaboo, boom. Like if somebody punch you in the face and they just catch you off guard with that. That's basically what the song Peekaboo is about. And then you got the track number 10. I love track number 10, Heart Part 6, produced by Soundwave and Antonov. Heart Part 6 is sampled from, it was sampled from Use Your Heart by the R&B group SWV. That song, that is a classic song. I'm glad that he sampled that Use Your Heart by SWV. Real love, pure and fine. That is my favorite song. That's probably one of my favorite songs by SWV. One of my top 3 favorite songs by them. And then then of course you got the title track GNX, featuring Hitta and Young Threat and Peso, which pretty much cements his hip hop status. With that one track GNX, like GNX is basically a car that's a car that's a classic car from the '80s that Kendrick Lamar is leaning up against. And then, of course, the final song is titled "Gloria," which has SZA in it again, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, SZA in that song. I stand corrected. It's the Tejano singer who goes by the name of Daya Barrera. Matter of fact, she's at the beginning of this album. I forgot about Daya Barrera. Why did he use a mariachi singer in this album? Matter of fact, she's at the beginning of this album, and in the middle of this album. Why did he use a mariachi singer for this album? I do not know. That's Kendrick Lamar's whole style right there. That's his whole style, using taking elements, taking other elements from other genres and throwing it into his mix. Yeah, but yeah, man, GNX is another bomb ass album. It's better than that. It's better than the last album that Kendrick Lamar put out. But my favorite album by Kendrick Lamar is still Damn. Even though GNX is a good album, Damn is still his #1 album. All right, that's my review of the GNX album by Kendrick Lamar. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Catch y'all on the flip side. All right.